Good morning. Good morning. I'm so excited, you guys. It is Wealth Wednesday. Let's just get this party started. If you're joining me live, give me a shout out. Let me know you're with me. I want to know who's with me. If you're watching the replay, give me a flame. I'm going to burn this up. So I am Dana Glass from Michigan, and I am here with your daily dose of Dana. So good morning, Cheryl. How are you, beautiful? Good morning, Greg. How are you? Good morning, Shelly. How are you, girl? So good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine, my friends. So I am Dana Glass. I'm excited to come and share with you guys. If you're coming to my page and you're new, welcome. Hey, brother, I love watching you. Just letting you know that. Hi, Miss Tracy. Hey, girl, I tried calling you back last night, just so you know. We're playing phone tag. Okay. So for you guys that don't know, about a month ago, I lost my corporate project, and, I know I'm ready for the sun, girl, like for real, so come on, I need to go down with Greg. So anyways, I lost my corporate job about a month ago, corporate project, and I've been thinking about something because I'm in a space right now. It's really hard to explain to people, but I believe I'm right where I prayed to be. I'm right where I prayed to be. I've been praying for a lot of things for a while. And I find myself right now doing this very thing. So I thought maybe I'll just share it with you because that's what I do on my page. I share my personal journey in hopes that you can find value in it and apply it to your own life. Like that's really why I'm on here. And so I'm in a space, and then I started looking back because I'm gonna explain to you guys, are you sabotaging God's blessings? So I don't know if any of you guys can recognize this, but this is what I'm recognizing in my life. I have been through so much stuff. Some of it self-induced and some of it just circumstances beyond my control, right? And I've been through so much stuff in my life that when I see the goodness of God, when I see his blessings, sometimes I don't even know how to act. Like I question it, and I really hope this speaks to someone today because this is what I really recognize in my life. I'm like, okay, Dana, do not sabotage this moment that God has you in. I'm going to say it again. Do not sabotage this moment. And what do I mean by that, you guys? This moment that God has me in. Because I'm in such a good space, and I've had so many bad things happen to me over the years that when good things start to happen, this is what I do. I start waiting for the other shoe to fall, to drop. Have you guys ever heard that saying? You know, things are happening, they're going good, and now I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop because you can't believe God's goodness. And it's not that I don't think that we don't believe necessarily God's goodness. We don't believe it for ourselves. Does that make sense? Kind of going to amen up in here. So sometimes we go through so many bad things that when God's blessings come and he puts us in a good space, we might start self-sabotaging and not even freaking realize it because it's unknown for us because we've had so many bad things happen to us. And so I really want to come out here and encourage you. Like I really can see it right now in my life. And how can I self-sabotage? I can self-sabotage by not doing what I need to do in the space he's given me. By not showing up, right? Like, oh my gosh, like subconsciously, our brains, you guys, do things that we don't even realize because it's beyond what we know. So I'm recognizing it. Like I really am recognizing, okay, God, you have given me all the blessings. Like you guys, I can't even begin to tell you. Like I'm literally trying not to cry right now because what that one release was really for my good. Romans 8:28 is my life verse. All things work for the good for them that love the Lord. If you put him first, he promises you it's all going to work out. Sometimes in the middle of the storm, you don't see that, right? You don't understand. And so how do we not self-sabotage? Well, number one, you got to recognize that if you're in a space where God is blessing you, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Don't be thinking about, oh my gosh, now what's the bad thing gonna happen? Like I have this tendency to do this. Good morning, April. Good morning, Deborah. I have this tendency to do this. Like, and I'm recognizing it. Like, enjoy the space, Dana. You've worked hard to get here. Now God's saying, I put you here, right? And I was really thinking about Moses today because, number one, I think you have to give up the illusion of control, that I believe God's in control and that he wants to bless the people doing his will. He wants to bless the people that have his heart, right? And I think that's hard for me because I don't feel worthy a lot of times. I don't feel worthy of his blessings. So that's why I'm recognizing, don't self-sabotage this moment he's given you. So we're understanding that you don't have control over circumstances. Like, I could have took that situation that happened to me a month ago, and I really do feel bad for people that aren't in a space that they can handle that, because I was like, okay, God, what you got for me? What you got for me? Like, I just believed. I've been praying about it, so I believed this is my moment, right? He took something from me to get me to say, I got better over here, girl, but you're going to have to take a step. So I'm going to help you. I'm going to push you a little bit. He will do things like that. He will put you around people to make you a little uncomfortable, to make you think bigger, right? And then the other part too is, what is that internal dialogue then going on that you're telling yourself? So for me, telling myself like, oh my gosh, all the things are working out in my life. Like, I'm remodeling my house, my business is flourishing. I feel at peace. I'm relaxed. I'm doing me, right? So I could self-sabotage by the internal thoughts in my head. Like, I don't deserve this, what's going to happen next? Like, okay, God, like, really, is this real life? Like, I find myself saying that sometimes. So be careful then. Number two, like, what are you saying to yourself? Because honestly, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a whole thing called mind mapping. And in your brain, there's like grooves. And this is why habits are so hard to create, but so hard to break once you've had a habit. So what I mean by that is, when you do something over and over and over, repetition, it actually makes a groove in your brain. And over time, it just becomes a habit. Do you ever get in your car and you're driving and you get to work and you think, how did I really get here? The groove, right? Your brain already knows. So we have to sometimes retrain. We have to actually redig new grooves in our brain. We have to reprogram ourselves. That's why in Romans chapter 2, I think, or 12, it says, Romans 12, it says, you got to reprogram your mind daily. You got to renew your mind daily. This is why I personally believe in personal development. Like, I just believe everybody should be doing something to grow who you are daily. Pour into yourself. YouTube has amazing stuff for free, you guys. So what is the internal dialogue that you're telling yourself? You got to actually start listening to what you're saying to yourself. That's the key if you really want to change it. Your life is a sum of what you've thought over and over and over and over. It's why I'm recognizing, do not sabotage this moment God has put you in, girl. Like, I'm recognizing my thoughts. I'm not worthy. Is this my life? Like, it feels so good. Like, because I'm so used to always, like, I don't want to say hustling for the next thing, because that was kind of who I was. Now I'm just living in the moment. So, and then I took a couple notes because I really wanted to, and to be careful what you hear. We all know, like, what are you listening to? Your friends, like, I will be honest. A lot of people ask me, like, what are you going to do next? I don't tell everybody what I'm doing next because not everybody can handle that. They're going to be like, I don't want to hear their thoughts about it. So I don't tell the truth. I don't want to say I'm lying, but I just don't tell everything to everybody. I'm very cautious who I share my dreams and goals with, because I already know there's naysayers out here. People that know me, they know, like, oh yeah, right? I don't need to hear that right now. So uncovering the lies, and you gotta be very, very cautious. Good morning, Miss Tammy, of who you allow to be in that ear. So reprogramming your life, you're reprogramming your thoughts, and then your behavior will change and your life will change, you guys. So I hope this was helpful to you. If you found value, let me know. Inbox me if you do this. If you get into a good space and then you find yourself, asking yourself, when's the other shoe going to drop? Because I think that's our natural tendency when we've had so much life happen to us. But I promise you guys, listen, the storms, all the things I have been through in my life have created me for this moment. And I know when you're in the storm, it's super hard to see that. You gotta cling to that faith. Romans 8:28. I already forgot my life verse. Romans 8:28. Claim it, you guys. Know that he has blessings for you, my friends. I love you. Have a fabulous day. Smooches.